I'm making North African lentil stew today. This recipe is so hearty and so flavorful with all of those great North African flavors. Even if you're not vegetarian, this recipe is a winner for everyone. You'll need 1 large onion diced fine. You're going to need 3 carrots. You want to peel them and trim the ends off. And now I like to cut my carrot down so I don't hurt myself, and then cut that into 1-inch pieces. I have 8 or 9 small baby potatoes. You could also use the larger ones, maybe about 4 of them, but cut them all down into about a 1-inch piece also, and put those aside. Here are the brown lentils, and I'm needing 1½ cups. I just had enough. You're going to get a saute pan with high sides on it and add some extra virgin olive oil to coat the bottom. I'm going to add the onions now because I want to start cooking them and caramelizing them. I always put a little bit of salt on top of my onions and mix them in, and it helps sweat them. I decided to use the Ras el Hanout, which is a Moroccan seasoning, but you can absolutely use a curried powder, and I've got 2 teaspoons in there. I'm also adding 2 teaspoons of cumin and a little bit of cinnamon and a touch of cayenne. Let these spices bloom in that nice hot oil and cooked onion, and look at how great that is. Now I'm going to add some tomato puree. This could be crushed tomatoes, but you want to have about 28 ounces. I had just a little bit less, and that was fine. I now have some chicken broth, and you could use vegetarian broth if you'd like. Blend all your ingredients really well. So I'm going to have some honey in this, and this is very Moroccan. I melted my honey just for a little bit in the microwave because it was too hard to get out, so there's 2 tablespoons, and you can add them right into the sauce now. Get your honey totally blended in. Here comes the lentils now, along with the carrots and the potatoes. They all go in at once. They'll all get done at the same time. Your potatoes are going to absorb all that great flavor. So you're going to want to stir them in, and then you're going to want to bring this to a quick boil. I turn it on high, it starts to boil, and then I put a lid on it. Now turn your heat to low, and after about 25 minutes, you'll see everything absorb into that sauce. I tasted the lentils and they needed about 10 more minutes. So I have some flat leaf parsley, and I love to wash my herbs in a bowl of cold water. It's the best bet because if there's any dirt on them, it sinks to the bottom. I do this with all my fresh herbs. Mince your parsley really fine. I've turned the heat off, and now I'm adding 1 cup of frozen peas, and then I'm going to add my flat leaf parsley. The stew is so hot that it's going to cook these without any problem. You don't even have to have the burner on. These 2 ingredients really finish off your Moroccan stew. It makes it so yummy and colorful and just full of great texture. I'm tasting to see if it needs any salt, and yes, it does. I almost always put a teaspoon of salt at the end of my cooking, and it really pops all of the flavors. So here's your beautiful Moroccan lentil stew. So I really can't wait for dinner. I have to taste a little bit more of this now. The smell is just incredible. The lentils are done just right. So going over an extra 10 minutes really did the trick. You don't want them to get mushy, and you don't want your potatoes falling apart either. And you want the carrots done too. So let's give this a little taste. I smell that beautiful scent of Moroccan flavors, unlike anything else I think I've ever had. Wow. The potatoes are done just right, and those peas just needed to warm up. And that little extra bit of salt really popped this, and that parsley too. I can see where cilantro would work in this also. But anyhow, I hope you get to make this. It's just a fabulous, healthy, vegetarian meal, but great for even carnivores. And thanks for watching. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel yet, please do. I would really love it. And please give this a like because it really helps too.